We'll go ahead and start with an opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, just appreciate you guys jumping on as usual. Really proud of our team. Just a little bit of a tough environment. And I thought our girls really brought the energy tonight on the defensive end. That was something that we talked a lot about after that Mississippi State game, and just felt like there's another level, and we had to be willing to get a little bit grittier. We didn't get enough of the 40-60 balls against Mississippi State, and it was just a point of emphasis tonight of really trying to be the aggressors on the defensive end. And I thought that really set the tone for us, and really did a pretty good job of sustaining it throughout the course of the game. Just some really good unselfish play. Was happy to see Day have such a great game for us. And then, I think anytime you get an opportunity to go as deep into your bench as we did, it's a great feeling. Those girls have earned that right. They deserve it. And I love to celebrate with them. And I know their teammates were so excited for them. So just from top to bottom, I thought a really good game. Did a much better job taking care of the ball, which again, as gut-wrenching as it was to go back and watch those turnovers with our team from that Mississippi State game, just controlling what we can control. And you're not going to play a perfect game, but we had to eliminate the careless turnovers. And I thought we did a much better job of that tonight as well.
Andrew?
Coach, just what do you think of the way your team responded here after the Mississippi State game to come out and have a game like this? I guess, did you guys have some tough conversations after that game, or kind of how did that go?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm happy for them. I'm proud of them. And I want to give Mississippi State credit. They had adversity, and it was like the perfect storm. And I was concerned about that going into the game, because it's going to do one of two things, right? You're either going to derail or you're going to become, and obviously they had another good game tonight against A&M. But, we care so much. We put so much emotion, mentally, physically, emotionally into these games. And it hurts when you feel like you let one go that you should have won. And just really proud that we didn't let that linger, that we found a way to take ownership and make some adjustments on the defensive end. And that's the area. I thought it was one of our better defensive games. I just thought we were really aggressive. Our communication was on point, took away some of their strengths, and really battled for each other. That was another thing we saw in the Mississippi State film, is that we weren't finishing plays on the defensive end. And I thought we did a much better job of that tonight too.
Chris?
Hey, Robin, I was just kind of curious. I know you came out the first quarter with the lead, but is there any part of this game where you felt like you took full control? I mean, like you were mentioning, it was a complete game and a really complete bounce back. But what part of the game did you feel like you really took control of it?
Yeah, I tell you what, you just, in the SEC, you just never know. I mean, I think where I'm at when that final horn sounds, I know that sounds crazy, and there's probably a moment before, but we said we really wanted to play one possession at a time and really be present. And that's the only place that my mind was, to be honest with you. I felt like the energy was great in that first half, and we came out in the second half, and I thought we had sustained that energy after halftime defensively. And so I felt like we were in a pretty good place from that standpoint. But I tell you what, in this league, anything can happen, and you've seen a lot of comebacks, and it's such a hard league this year, more than any other year. So you got to bring it for 40 minutes. And I thought our girls really did a good job of that tonight.
Nate?
Coach, what was your reaction when they went 2-3 zone when you came out of that timeout, given how well you guys shoot the ball in the third quarter?
We thought it was coming. I think, really that's what the majority of their possessions, they're really a 2-3 team. I know they played man against Arkansas. Other than that, they're primarily a 2-3 defensive team. Going into the game, I thought we could see there. I was going to be surprised if they didn't man us, but in that second half, we felt like that zone was probably coming just because we had shot the ball so well. So not surprised. I thought our players did a good job handling it.
Max?
Coach, I guess Asia's been she's been a great rebounder all throughout her career, but this year her defensive rebounds have sort of just kind of skyrocketed. I was just sort of wondering how you've seen her improve on the glass this year in general, and just what makes her such a great rebounder.
Yeah, I mean, she just, that's become her little baby. I mean, she loves her rebounds, and, that's something that I know she knows she can control every night because just an effort. She's got such a great nose for the ball. I think she takes great pride in that. She know it. We've got a smaller roster, and so she knows the value that brings to our team and really tries to be consistent with it. Tonight, I thought, probably not feeling the best. And then in addition to that, we had her guarding Brittany Davis. And so she was on the perimeter a lot, really trying to limit her touches. And so that probably took her away from some rebounding opportunities. But she still found a way to get in double digits by the end of the game. So we're happy for her.
Shannon.
Hey, Coach, just wanted to ask, I know since Ladaja Williams has been kind of recovering from injury and getting back into game shape, how do you think she's showcased that she's getting back in game shape this game?
Yeah, she's, it's unfortunate because she played so well against South Carolina and then Auburn, and then she got sick, and then she got a groin injury, and then she, had been under the weather. And in conference play, you don't have a lot of practices where you're able to just get after it. It's, you got one day off a week, and then you typically have Tuesdays that you can kind of get after it a little bit. Wednesday's the day before, Thursday you play, Friday's light, Saturday's the day before. And so it's hard to get that rhythm back. But, her teammates absolutely love her. They support her and just love what she brings to our team. And I'm so proud of Ladaja. I feel like she's grown so much, and it was exciting to see for her to have this kind of night. Not surprised, to be honest with you, but really, really proud of her, happy for her. And it sure would be nice if, she can continue to play at that level the way she did tonight. So hopefully she's getting her rhythm back a little bit. Thought she played with great pace. She's always been able to finish well around the rim. And rebounded well and blocked some shots. So, I thought she was active really on both ends of the court for us.
Chris.
I know you just mentioned Day, and I know Asia too, but when you talk about veterans, having Troop back in, especially at the level that, get back to her legs swing. I mean, she kind of filled the stat sheet today with assists, rebounds, and even points too. I was just kind of curious, when she's on point, what does she bring to the team, especially from that veteran perspective?
Yeah, I think her teammates would say, and we would as coaches too, she's got such a calming effect for everybody. She plays with great pace on the offensive end. Defensively, she understands her assignment. She understands angles, just really a fundamental disciplined player. And so I think just, she's been through a lot of these fires, and on occasion, probably what we need more out of her is her voice in those huddles. I think everyone's, really respects her, and I think she brings great wisdom and knowledge to those huddles. And, sometimes she's a little bit more vocal than others. It's not her personality. She's a pretty laid back young lady, but, she understands her assignment. And I think it's something she's really been trying to be intentional about.
And how does that player kind of tie this team together with a lot of veteran presence, ones that went through the fire like the last couple of years?
Well, the thing about this year in the SEC that makes it so challenging is you're playing teams that have rosters of players that have been in the game for 5 and 6 years. It's just, we are a very, very young team compared to a lot of the teams that we're playing against, which seems crazy because you finally got Asia as a junior and Frankie as a junior and Troop as a senior and Day too. But, just imagine at this roster, you couldn't, if everybody came back. And then next year we're finally in the position that we find ourselves playing against a lot of on other rosters. So it's just that experience, being through the fires, understanding how hard it is to win in the SEC, on the road, what needs to take place, the attention to detail. She's been around for a minute, and I'm glad that we get to keep her around for another year.
Final question from Brandon.
Coach, obviously a big bounce back win tonight against Alabama, but how do you kind of prepare for the next 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, where you play 4 good caliber NCAA tournament teams? And just what's your message to them, and kind of how do you prepare for that?
I don't think really anything changes. I think, we understand what this SEC is all about. And certainly we all know, look at last Thursday, anybody can beat anybody on any given night, right? You had a lot of upsets in the over across the league. And so you just got to bring it. We're excited to be back home. Our players, they're competitive. They look forward to the next opportunity. Ole Miss has got a great team. They're having a great season this year. We understand it's going to be a battle. We love playing at home. Hopefully we'll have a nice crowd there. And it's just next opportunity that's in front of us. It's never been about any individual game for us. I say this after wins. I say it after losses. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's all about our mission. And it's next opportunity up, and that'll be Monday. We recover, we have a day off, and then on Tuesday it'll be about Tuesday's practice. So we never get too far ahead of ourselves. We're not going to get too high, too low, and just stay the course and understand what the mission is. And the mission is to be playing in March.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, you guys.